You've probably noticed this pattern before. You argue, you explain, you try to reason, and yet somehow the narcissist always wins. Not because they're right, but because you reacted. Every sigh, every explanation, every emotional outburst. To them, it's not a conversation, it's fuel. So what really happens when you give a narcissist a reaction? Let's decode the psychology behind it and how silence, not shouting, becomes your greatest power.
To understand why reactions are so powerful to narcissists, we have to look at what drives them. Beneath their confidence and arrogance lies something fragile, a deeply unstable sense of self-worth. Carl Jung once described the narcissistic personality as a false self, a mask built to protect a wounded ego from feelings of shame and inadequacy. This mask demands constant validation, so narcissists seek supply, attention, admiration, or even fear. To them, it doesn't matter what kind of energy they get, as long as they get some. That's why your reaction, positive or negative, feeds them equally. They don't crave harmony, they crave control. And when you react emotionally, they know they still have it.
Here's how it works. Idealization. They praise you, charm you, mirror your values. They create emotional dependency. You feel seen, almost too seen. Devaluation. Then they slowly pull away. They criticize, ignore, and twist your words. You begin to chase the version of them that used to exist. Reaction. You start arguing, pleading, explaining, crying. Every emotion you give confirms to them, I still control your mood. Reward or withdrawal. They either give small crumbs of affection to pull you back or disappear to make you panic. Either way, you're hooked. That's the narcissistic supply cycle. And your reaction is what keeps it spinning. When you keep reacting to a narcissist, it's not just emotional, it becomes neurological. Your brain enters a constant state of hypervigilance. You start anticipating conflict, reading their tone, overanalyzing every text. This releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, the same chemicals released in physical danger. Over time, your nervous system begins to link connection with anxiety. You become addicted to the cycle, not because it feels good, but because it's familiar. Psychologists call this trauma bonding, an emotional attachment built on intermittent reward and punishment. In this state, your reaction isn't really a choice anymore. It's a survival reflex.
The most effective way to disarm a narcissist isn't confrontation, it's non-reaction. This doesn't mean passive silence or fear. It means conscious detachment, a psychological boundary where you control your emotions instead of handing them over. Non-reaction says, I see your game, but I refuse to play. It's calm, controlled, strategic. Over time, the narcissist realizes the energy exchange is broken. The words no longer spark chaos. Their manipulations fall flat. And when you stop reacting, you force them to face something they've avoided their entire lives, their own emptiness.
To you, reacting feels like defending yourself. To them, it feels like victory. When you shout, they smirk. When you cry, they feel powerful. When you explain, they feel superior. Because your reaction proves something vital to their ego, that they still matter enough to affect you. They twist your emotions into proof of their importance. Even your anger becomes admiration in their mind. This is why narcissists often provoke you deliberately. They know that outrage is just another form of attention. To them, indifference is far more painful than hatred, because silence starves their ego. So how do you stop reacting when every instinct tells you to fight back? Here are 5 psychological tools that truly work. Pause before responding. When provoked, don't speak immediately. Take a breath, count to 10. That small gap is your power returning. Gray rock technique. Respond in a boring, neutral tone. Offer no emotional fuel. Example, I see. Okay, that's your opinion. Over time, they'll lose interest when they realize they can't extract drama from you. Document, don't debate. If it's a work or family situation, record facts privately. Never argue. Facts are your shield, emotion is their weapon. Rebuild your self-worth. Narcissists target empathy and insecurity. Invest in hobbies, therapy, supportive people, places where your energy multiplies instead of drains. Go no contact or low contact. Sometimes the healthiest reaction is distance. You can't heal in the environment that keeps reopening the wound.
Let's take a real example. Imagine you confront a narcissistic partner about something they did, say lying or manipulation. They respond with denial, gaslighting, or projection. You're too sensitive. That never happened. You're crazy. You try to clarify, explain, prove your side, but each word only pulls you deeper. You think you're defending the truth. They see it as performance, a sign that they still own your emotions. Now imagine a different response. You pause. You say, I see how you feel, and walk away. No anger, no debate, no performance. You'll notice something. Their mask slips. Without your reaction, they lose the audience they built their power on.
Your silence is not weakness. It's a mirror. It reflects their emptiness back to them. The narcissist survives on emotional chaos. So when you choose silence, they are forced to meet the one person they've avoided their whole life, themselves. It's not revenge. It's reality catching up. And for you, that silence becomes healing. Because you're no longer speaking to be understood. You're choosing peace to understand yourself.
In the end, reacting to a narcissist is like feeding a fire with your own oxygen. The more you give, the more it burns. But when you pull back, the flames die out, and what remains is you. Whole, calm, unshaken. Because the most powerful sentence a narcissist will ever hear is silence. Comment below, I choose peace over reaction. And subscribe for more videos on modern psychology, emotional healing, and inner strength.